This is Keep the Faith Ministry News. I'm Hal Mayer. Federal judges sit on the bench for life and can either uphold the law or rule like tyrants. This puts judicial appointments right near the top of the most important things a president can do. The newest Supreme Court Justice Neil Gorsuch has already shown what a difference a constitutionalist can make. Conservatives are very concerned about the liberal direction of the courts through activist appointees of Democratic presidents who have helped to forge a new culture, through reinterpretations of the law in many issues ranging from abortion, marriage, LGBT, and transgender so-called equality, and immigration and the internet. For instance, U.S. District Judge Carlton Reeves, a 2010 Obama appointee, issued a temporary restraining order in March to keep Mississippi's new 15-week abortion ban from taking effect. Judge Reeves buys into the viability definition of human life beginning at 23 weeks. Conservatives point out, however, that by contrast, science has confirmed that the moment of conception, an entirely unique human being with DNA from mother and father is alive and growing exponentially. By the 8th week, the baby has a beating heart, arms, legs, organs, and a human shape. The judge's ruling implies that babies before the 23rd week are something other than human. And so, practically speaking, ending their lives is no more consequential than getting rid of a mole or skin tag. If there's no viability, the state has no real interest in telling a woman what to do with her body, the judge said, deploying the abortion industry's arbitrary rationale. One of the most dramatic turns was on the Fourth Circuit Court of Appeals, which hears cases from 9 federal district courts in Maryland, Virginia, West Virginia, North Carolina, and South Carolina, and federal administrative agencies. In 2007, Republican appointees held a 7-5 majority. After 6 Obama appointments plus retirements, Democratic appointees now dominate 9-7 and have made their presence felt. In 2017, Mr. Trump has begun the process of reversing the trend. He seated 12 appeals court judges, the most ever in the first year of a presidency. So far, he has seated 30 judges, including Justice Gorsuch with 61 nominees in the pipeline, another 90 vacancies on top of that, and a likely Supreme Court appointment looming. The registered balance of the federal courts alarms Democrats like California Senator Dianne Feinstein, who explained the stakes last December. The Supreme Court hears between 100 and 150 cases each year out of the more than 7,000 it's asked to review. But in 2015 alone, more than 55,000 cases were filed in federal appeals courts. In a way, circuit courts serve as the de facto Supreme Court to the vast majority of individuals who bring cases. They are the last word. When all is said and done, the last word on the Trump presidency may well be his counter-revolution to restore judicial integrity and the rule of law. Conservatives working with Mr. Trump are working very hard to reverse decades of liberal gains. They are rapidly changing America back to its moral underpinnings, at least some of them. And while many of these are very good and desirable, eventually they will also want to bring about worship laws to make America and its people righteous. And he exercises all the power of the first beast before him and causes the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. Revelation 13, verse 12. This is Keep the Faith Ministry News. Thank you for watching.